This Monday Night Football props and Week 6 recap edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has just added Pick'em Scorchers, where you can win 100x. Plus, every Sunday they're giving away $100,000. Use promo code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy for a 100% deposit bonus up to $500. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. And we're giving away $3,000 in our NFL Second Chance Survivor contest presented by Corey Pinkston and Barking Dog Properties. Free to enter. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor.
What's up, everybody? You're watching SGPN. Fuck the Cowboys. Let's go, baby.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
What a day, Sean. The highs and the lows and everything in between.
What a Sunday. What a Sunday. On the positive note, Ryan, we went 4-0 with our locks. Shout out to us.
Can we start there? Cause I think just kind of eyeballing the circa millions.
Yeah.
Consensus top 5, 2 and 3, but everyone shoved on the closing line value
Of the San Francisco 49ers.
Whoops.
How'd
that go for
we would have
everyone?
went 5-0 in the circa millions if Mac Jones didn't take a safety. Kramer, your bad beat of the day, costing you the tape measure parlay from our recent show. You have Josh has the screenshot up here, youtube.com/sports gambling podcast, 200 to win $10,000. Walk us through your mindset as the Patriots
right,
did not cover +3.
I mean, just to recap, it was Ravens early, and you know, we of course got producer Dan of the Veasan show a piece of this parlay from Self to Sweat, so I get the early morning green check mark. Then Bengals, Texans, Jags, green check, green check, green check. We got 2 legs to go. I've been here before. I know what it generally looks and feels like when something's going to be tougher than it should be.
Yep.
And the first half of the late window happens. I then leave the office. I have some.
That's where your mistake was.
I have some stuff to. Well, at that point, it was not looking good at all. I had some stuff to take care of, so I go home. I pick up the little one. We are then. She wants to go to the Halloween store, and I gotta get this done before Sunday Night Football starts.
Yeah.
So we head down to the Halloween store. The entire time I have the phone going with Red Zone, and I'm having a signal problem. So I'm flipping back and forth between that and the Score app, and I see in the Score app somehow I know the Patriots have gotten a stop. So I'm like, all right, they're gonna get the ball back. Like this can't go bad, right? Like you pick 6 maybe. And then I see 21-7. How does this happen? I'm getting YouTube going and I see it happen. Daddy, what's wrong? And I go, something really, really, really unlucky just happened to me. She's like, well, what happened? I go, well, I didn't lose a lot because I didn't have a lot, but I was about to win a lot.
You could have won,
and it was taken away from me. She goes, oh, just like in my video game when blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yes, exactly.
Well, and I mean, I was also on the Pats. I didn't have it in a parlay to that tune, but watching the game.
Sorry if you didn't see the visual. It was a $200 to win 10,000 and change dollar parlay,
and it was the score was 19-17. Patriots were down, had the ball at their own 10-yard line, so I think they started at their own 15, lost 5 yards. At no point was safety even in the realm of possibilities. Mac Jones drops back to pass. He has so much fucking time, and he still eats a safety. It was What a way for Bill Belichick's legacy to come to an end. The Patriots are so bad they broke the close your eyes special, which was 5-1 coming into this week. Now 6-2 because the Commanders they did their part, but the Patriots, who were covering that at the perfect time there at the end of the game, and just blew it.
I mean, even the whole like the backup comes in. This is working out beautifully. I don't. The Rams started running the ball. Like they figured out, we should run the ball.
Yes,
I swept the early slate, and I was immediately having regret. Like, why didn't I do a version with the Commanders and the Texans? I like the Commanders and the Texans.
How have the Raiders won 3 games? I don't understand that. They do not look good on any level, and yet they've won 3 games.
This has happened to me before, Sean, but this one was a real swift kick. I don't ever remember getting to the end of a parlay like this and then getting a swift kick in the like backdoor nuts. Can someone send me the win probability graph? I would like to see the win probability graph. Just for my own
for
piece.
The Patriots.
Yes.
Oh well, you don't. It would have to be the cover probability graph.
No.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry,
yeah, they weren't gonna. Yes. They were never going to win
the ATS
game.
win probability graph. If someone could get me that.
Well, and then I mean, it started with that early game. Ryan, of course, Vrabel, who we had put up on this pedestal as a cover god, or at least I did. He was down 11 points. Instead of trying to go for the touchdown to backdoor it, he elects to kick a field goal on 3rd down. Doesn't get the onside kick. So we had gotten a fortunate push week 1, or a fortunate win with him kicking the field goal down 4, and then it comes back to bite me in the ass. Oh man, just a lot of that stuff happened this week.
Well, I mean, do we want to address the near perfect handicap of the London game that I
sure.
laid out? Do we want to? We can start the recap now with that, and just maybe review how perfect my handicap was. It almost got unluckily unwound with some just absolute horseshit from the refs. Are really I don't know if they listen to the show, but I feel it's
great for the refs or terrorist t-shirts.
It's become personal. I'm watching this Giants game and I'm just expecting it. I'm like I'm a beaten like prisoner of war or something.
Well, we can get to the Giants there in a second. Before we do, shout out to Little Caesars, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Make Little Caesars part of your game day. Hey, nothing. Pizza, it just makes everything better. You got a bad beat. Hey, you don't have bad beats when it comes to Little Caesars. That is a lead pipe lock. Order online during our pizza pregame, 1 hour before and 3 hours after NFL kickoffs. All day Sunday. Got the 4-quarter calzones. Fire it off. Got the nice crazy bread, the dipping sauce, the cookie dough brownies are just heavenly. And of course, my personal favorite, the pretzel crust pepperoni pizza. You can even make it, take it to an insane level with the stuffed pretzel crust with pepperoni. Just insanely delicious. And again, get it delivered or in store with the Pizza Portal pickup. Grab some friends, grab some slices during the game. Little Caesars pizza, and shout out to the Second Chance Survivor. If you have already got knocked out of your Survivor, or like us, you are still surviving in your Survivor, but you're looking for extra action and a chance to win $3,000, courtesy of Corey Pinkston and Barking Dog Properties. $3,000 up for grabs, completely free to enter. The link is in our app, or you can just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. Kramer, Baltimore Ravens 24, Tennessee Titans 16.
Yeah, I mean, if you tuned in early, Tennessee looked very sluggish. Check. They were fortunate. I mean, they got some nice stops to limit the scoring. A lot of field goals, not touchdowns. So the fact that it wasn't a blowout in the first half was already pretty lucky. Then they come out. Basically, there's one of those horseshit ejection calls and an interception that changed the flow of the game a little bit. Derrick Henry has his most productive play on a fake double reverse, and it gets sweaty for a second, and then the game ends. And easy cover for my Ravens, and third straight road game didn't matter because of their advantage traveling strategy. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I think the Ravens
just checking receipts.
The Ravens were the better team. Hats off to the better team, getting the win. I still think that you should have some concern with Lamar and his turnover issues moving forward.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. That wasn't the handicap. The handicap was for that game. And the chat can let me know too.
Congratulations, right?
Yeah.
We
Thank you. I and the chat can also congratulate me if they enjoyed the handicap of we should maybe put some epic music to it, some slow motion parts, and just release it as a feature length movie. Like Saving Private Ryan or something, but just me handicapping us storming the beaches of Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Washington Commanders 24, Atlanta Falcons 16. Kramer, even though you picked the Commanders, they were a close your eyes special. I did find you at times rooting for the Atlanta Falcons, just subconsciously. You couldn't stop yourself.
I said it out loud. I said that, I'm having I accidentally.
Oh man, when Desmond Ridder threw another interception.
I also said what? I said when you're rooting against the Falcons, you do notice some moments of negative EV play calling from Arthur Smith.
Yeah, I mean,
so I was having a really good objective review my process, win a lot of bets, feel good about the process, and then get kicked in the nuts by the Patriots.
Desmond Ridder 3 interceptions, but shout out to
he broke our stat too. 2015 will no longer be the last time
no
that he
longer
won at home.
Undefeated at home in college and pro. Our boy Tyler Algier, though, Ryan made a nice little 13 for 51 on the ground. Bijan Robinson only 37 yards rushing, so making a move there. Drake London breakout game, 9 for 125.
Kind of called that on the pregame show.
Yeah, I think some people were asking about it, and yeah, the idea was, hey, if Drake London's ever going to have a game, it would probably be against his Commanders defense.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of. I guess Sam Howell survived. He played more good plays than bad plays. Good plays by the receivers all around, and yeah, Desmond Ridder's turnovers were the difference. Arthur, what's the move here? When does Heineke come in?
I think they're locked in on Desmond Ridder. I mean, they didn't need to trade for Lamar Jackson. They had Desmond Ridder, right? I don't know what you're implying.
I think they were probably trying to trade for Lamar.
Well, they needed to
try. They were also trying to sign Deshaun Watson, so they dodged a bullet there.
Lamar Jackson wasn't answering the calls for Lamar Jackson.
Well, his agent had a lot to do. It's like that Paul Pierce thing.
Minnesota Vikings finally win a 1-score game, 19-13 over the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields knocked out of the game with a wrist injury.
Negative X-rays.
If it wasn't for that defensive touchdown with the backup quarterback in there, the Bears would have won this game. But I regret picking the Bears. The offense, I thought, against this Vikings defense will be able to move the ball, and Justin Fields, huge step back to the old Justin Fields. Then he gets injured. Then their backup quarterback, what's his name, Ryan?
Oh, you mean Special Bagent 17, Tyson Bagent,
Division II superstar. He didn't look horrible, except for the pick six, except for the fumble that was recovered for a touchdown and the horrible interception he threw to end the game. Other than that, he looked okay.
Please refer to him with his full credentials. Harlan Hill Trophy winner and 2-time Division II All-American. Attended Shepherd University. Good old West Virginia boy. I mean, what was he any different than Justin Fields? I'm starting to wonder if it was the coaching.
I thought he at least threw the ball downfield.
Did you see that floater he threw for an interception?
Yeah, but Justin Fields
that's got to be coaching. They throw the same kind of floater interception. I mean, they both ran into the end zone. Come on, you see a lot of the similarities.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that was if you're watching your game, buying the Bears at a high point. I mean, Justin Fields he went back to the pumpkin. That's the problem.
Yes,
it's not Halloween yet, so we can't really make that reference.
For me, it was less about Justin Fields being awesome and more just him being able to do something against this Vikings defense, which I didn't think was that good, and I still don't. It was really just he got deer in the headlight, held onto the ball for an insane amount of time. He was running the ball a little bit, and when he ran, it was good.
Your defense got you the ball in the first half twice in the scoring area. And you only got 3 points out of it.
Just horrific.
So
Fuck them.
Sorry, Sean. That's a tough one.
Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals 17, Seattle Seahawks 13.
Never a doubt.
Yeah, got the lock, got the cover. I mean,
what a weird game.
Very weird. Seattle had multiple chances to get this cover, multiple chances to win the game. They had 2 drives there down inside the red zone to end it, and the Bengals defense came up big. Bengals offense was looking pretty good early, and then just nothing doing in the second half offensively. Kind of a weird game. I thought this would be higher scoring. I thought it would be a little bit more interesting DFS fantasy wise, but yeah, only 30 total points.
In hindsight, I guess both teams trying to establish the ground game does make sense in hindsight. Yeah. So that was part of what I think kept the score down, and then just some kind of strange events. I think we saw a lot of old Geno. Like the Geno that was the backup.
Geno was writing back.
Well, this is before Geno learned to write. I think this is before, and this is probably before Geno was getting written from anyone. This was when he was just bad Geno. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Geno not looking very good. My preseason takes on the Seahawks feel pretty trash at this point. And since good win. Burrow, I saw him. We got the report his calf was fully healthy, and we saw him pitter patter down the sideline on that one play. Looked all right.
Well, yeah,
and then he proceeded to play like a pussy.
It's still out of sync. It was a weird game for the Bengals for sure. They started out looking like, okay, they're going to be able to move the ball against the Seattle team, and then they kind of hit a wall and never got there.
My theory is that T. Higgins is super important, and they got away with it in one game, and they kind of sorted some stuff out and were able to and also Witherspoon, all that shit that DK Metcalf was talking. He did get that interception.
Yeah.
Heads up. So they just showed up. Classic Pete Carroll motivation spot.
What? They lost though.
No, I know, but I'm saying it didn't see the entire game. To me, struck me as a game where the game should have had a larger score difference, and somehow they were sticking around. And a lot of it was their defensive back showed up. Yeah.
Cleveland Browns 19, San Francisco 49ers 17. The Cleveland Browns get the outright victory.
Love PJ Walker.
PJ Walker, XFL legend. I've not gotten a text from Colby. He must not have realized that PJ Walker won against the 49ers. Brock Purdy loses his first regular season game. Throws an interception.
Where's Sam Darnold?
He doesn't look really good. And if you didn't see the end, 49ers did have a chance to win the game. 41-yard field goal goes wide right. And PJ Walker looked okay, was able to move the ball, but this Browns defense, that was part of the handicap. I thought they'd be able to keep it close. I thought they'd be able to shorten the game, and they did. They created some turnovers. They were a easy snag there in DFS, only $2,200. I think we even played them in some of our managed fantasy leagues, Ryan. Just your typical ugly game, and I don't know if the weather played a massive factor. Maybe on that field goal for sure, but yeah, just kind of a grinded out game and a nice win for the Cleveland Browns.
Kareem Hunt is back.
Oh yeah, anytime touchdown for Kareem Hunt.
He was getting some work in there. I mean, certainly this was like the edge of the outcome, right? This was the perfect. Well, Brock Purdy made some mistakes. PJ Walker, and honestly, if you remember the majority of so one of the touchdowns came off of that was it interception or fumble, bad play by the Cleveland offense. I mean, their defense really played well. This could have been worse for them.
Yeah,
it almost shouldn't have been a close game.
Hey, reminder, the X line is open. So if you want to call, stuff someone in a locker, tout about an awesome bet you hit, bitch about an awesome bet that should have cashed that didn't, we have the X line open.
I can do an example just in case. So people aren't scared.
Okay.
Maybe they don't understand what they should. You could call in and say, and maybe remind people like, hey, remember we talked on the pregame show and you gave out that first half parlay.
Oh yes.
5 legs. Crunching. So I the kick in the nuts still sucked. Not winning a $10,000 parlay did suck, but I did earlier in the same day cash a 21-1 parlay.
And that's why I got to tune into the pregame show. Hey, shout out to Game Time. If you're maybe you're planning on going to the Monday night game, Chargers Cowboys, a little late, and you're worried, oh man, am I going to be able to get tickets? Yes, of course, because you got Game Time. Game Time is the place for last minute tickets and great deals. You're listening to a guy who got some great deals on some awesome seats in the end zone for the Eagles Rams last week. I love Game Time and love knowing that I can wait to the last minute and I will get in the lowest price, because if you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. That's why it's the fastest growing ticketing app in the country. Love Game Time. Super easy to use. You can hit that all in pricing so you know exactly how much you're going to pay at checkout. The best part is, of course, use that promo code SGPN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create the account, redeem the code SGPN for $20 off your first order there. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. And of course, also brought to you by Factor Meals. Man, fall is a crazy busy time for me. Just I'm handicapping game after game after game, giving out locks left and right, just doing show after show after show. So much content, certainly way too busy to cook. That's why Factor makes it super easy. You don't have to go to the grocery store. I hate cooking, honestly, but you can only eat out so many times without eating crappy or spending a ton of money. That's why Factor Meals have you covered. They got delicious dietitian approved calorie smart meals with around less than 500 calories per serving. That's awesome. They have a sweet snack supply with 45 plus add-ons. They got breakfast items, apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites. Man, I'm getting hungry just reading this stuff. The Factor meals are delicious. This October, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/SGPN50 and use code SGPN50 to get 50% off. That's code SGPN50 at factormeals.com/ you guessed it, SGPN50. Houston Texans, one of my locks. Kramer, I know you're also on the Texans. 20
should
to
have made
13.
it my dog. I got sized out of it. Felt like it was gonna get made fun of if I came in with a tiny.
It was a tiny dog, but yeah, felt pretty good about this throughout the game. CJ Stroud looked pretty sharp. He did pop his first interception cherry, although on the interception, I think one of the offensive linemen for the Texans knocked the ball out. They instantly recovered it. This just felt to me like an awesome spot to fade the New Orleans Saints and the Texans defense. I think Stroud is certainly getting a lot of press, a lot of attention, rightly so, kind of running away with the Rookie of the Year race. But I thought the Texans defense played pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, D'Amico Ryan's Coach of the Year. He's got.
I mean, if they win that division, or if they get into the playoffs,
what
how
are
does
the
he not?
Right now? Like, if you're making the odds, who's ahead of him
For Coach of the Year?
Yeah,
that is a that's a short list.
I'll see if they have a market up.
Yeah, I would think he has to be the favorite right now, but yeah, I mean, well, assuming the Texans can kind of keep this momentum.
Just saying, right now he's got to be one of the shorter prices. We do the X line has lit up.
Okay,
since you call to action,
who do we got on the X line?
You want to talk to Patrick Fisher, friend of the program,
Buffalo Bills fan. We can transition, Ryan. Jump ahead here to the Buffalo Bills commanding 14-9 victory over the New York Giants. Joining us on the line, Bills super fan Patrick Fisher. Patrick, what's happening?
Gentlemen, Ryan, first of all, congratulations on the first half parlay, and my heart goes out to you on the 51-1 parlay, missing on the Patriots. I mean, if it was any other team but New England, I probably would have been crying with you, but fuck the Patriots, and it is great to watch them suffer. So, but I do want to get your take on that Giants last call. Why didn't they run it with Saquon? I mean, just pound it in, right?
I mean, at this point, clearly the coaches are in their own head. There's something going on there. That being, and they also had the right call. He would, hope if he doesn't get held down to the ground by that defender.
Come on, that was a bad throw. That was not the right play call.
He was open.
You thought he was open?
He was open. He's always open.
Okay, he was
got to make the call, and if he doesn't get restricted from jumping upwards towards the sky and defying gravity, maybe it's a different outcome. But that also maybe if you get 3 points at the end of the first half, then you just have to send out your best player, aka Graham Gano, and you win the game.
Well, 3 points. I don't know how you get 0 points is crazy to me. The fact that they got down to the 1 yard line with there was like 20 seconds left, maybe 15 seconds. You put Tyrod Taylor in the shotgun and you throw 3 passes. Or now I know the Giants are afraid to get injured in a QB sneak, but traditionally that is a great spot to run a quarterback sneak, either at the end of the game or at the end of the half. If the Giants knew how to run a QB sneak, they win this game, right?
Again, if they get 3 points, I don't even need the touchdown. If they get 3 points the first time, they only need 3 points.
How is Brian? Are you mad at Dable for that? Because okay.
I turn the volume up over there, Sean.
You said the coaches are in their own heads. You didn't say Dable fucked up.
I said, yeah. He's the head coach. If I'm critiquing the coaching, he's on the hook. And now not only with the personnel decisions I've highlighted, mainly around player safety or player health, and then doing dumbass shit that is completely contradictory to that. But then also preparedness in critical moments of game. Someone who would be a sharp coach is someone who would Andy Reid off to the side. Because his offensive game planning and play calling is so good that he can be horrible at that. But your team can't not be prepared in the simple moments of the game, aka the game, like the critical moments at the end. They're always going to exist. Why are you not prepared for it? Coaching.
Yeah, it was a very frustrating game as someone who's in Circus Survivor. So many people had the Bills. There were brief moments where I found myself almost rooting for the Giants to win and beat the Bills, and they were so close, and yet
that's why you felt
so far.
You put some investment into it.
I know. I got burned. I got burned.
Oh, that's your problem. Was anyone on the Eagles in Survivor?
There were not many. There were a handful.
Oh, there was one.
Oh no!
In my second chance Survivor, I took the Eagles. Thanks a lot, Philadelphia.
Before we get to that game, though, any final thoughts, Patrick? You can't feel great about only winning 14-9 against the Bills at home, against the Giants at home.
No, if you follow Adam Pelletier,
I like that
on Twitter, just everything he says, that's exactly what's going through my head. So I agree with him.
What a great tout. Just go check out Adam. He's the Don of Bills Mafia. He
speaks for us.
He's put out the official statement.
He speaks for Bills fans.
He does. All right, gentlemen, let it ride. Thank you.
Let it ride. So yeah, Giants get the cover, don't get the win, fall 14-9. Next up, we got the Jags Colts. I got cute here. I thought the Colts would be able to hang around, and kind of did. There was like a brief backdoor second, but for the most part, Jags took care of business. Trevor Lawrence, congratulations. First time he's ever covered at home as a favorite. Got it done against Gardner Minshew.
Do you want to apologize to the flow chart? Now 9-0 straight up in ATS. The Colts the Jags are in Jacksonville against the Colts last 9 years.
I said I got cute. I had my own trend. I was trying to go off in the trend forest. I thought I had blazed a new trail about Trevor Lawrence not covering as a favorite.
That's true. That trend's now over. That is sad. You can't say never anymore. Which by the way, did you see that commercial where Matthew McConaughey is in a forest talking about AI?
Yes, that was great.
What are we doing, guys?
Well, and then there's also that whatever that commercial was for the grill where they're hanging out and the lady goes, "Oh, I just ask AI," and it's Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah, I mean,
how has that commercial not come to us sooner?
If the first version of the rope, you know how in Star Wars, like the guy that they cloned everyone off, the story. Imagine if AI becomes the source of the clone army. What a great pun! Perfect. I mean, if Elon Musk was doing it, that would be the kind of pun he would
love it.
Interlace into our lives.
Miami Dolphins 42, Carolina Panthers 21. Man, wild ride once again for the Survivor contest because Panthers were up 14-0, and I kept looking at Ryan going, "Hey, thank God we didn't lock up the Dolphins here. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Panthers are gonna win outright. This is Dolphins looking ahead, and then 42-7, they're out. Miami really put it on them. Robbie Chosen was in the red zone package where they got that final touchdown. I'm not calling it close, but if you listen to the VSiN show where we give out our last touchdown play, Robbie Chosen was my last touchdown play. So that was a fun little sweat. Tyreek Hill. No, I didn't win. I'm just saying it was. I at least got to enjoy the sweat. Tyreek Hill dealing with a little hammy. Raheem Mostert went off, racked up a bunch of fantasy points for the DFS, the managed league. The Panthers are just really bad. Not much else to say. Adam Thielen just continues to be the gift that keeps on giving. If you're not playing Adam Thielen ladders, you're doing yourself a disservice.
What was the 100-yard ladder this week?
I don't have it in front of me, but his price just like doesn't get adjusted enough. It's bonkers. I think like every prop show, I'm giving out Adam Thielen, and
people get mad about it. They're like, "All you do is give out Adam Thielen props."
Yeah, I'm gonna keep giving them out until it's at least close to not hitting.
Yeah, clearly he's the only receiver that understands the offense, like that, which is a sign that the offense probably too complicated.
So I gave out Adam Thielen anytime touchdown at plus 225 this time because his yardage and catch props weren't out when we taped, but I said I did like them as well. So he did get the touchdown as well, racked up a ton of fantasy points. We already hit Pats Raiders. It was just a fucking gross game.
What, like
Jimmy G's in the hospital. I still don't.
Oh, he threw out his back.
Okay.
Old guy move. I see it. I've seen that a mile away. He took a shot. He's probably in there.
Well, hopefully the VIP team over at Hustler can take care of his back issues.
Well, he's getting one of those epidurals.
Know when to come.
So he wants to be numb for a little bit.
Detroit Lions 20, Tampa Bay Bucks 6. My 5-game streak of hitting my NFL dog comes to an end.
Sorry.
Shout out to the Lions. I still like coming into this game. I thought Lions are good, but I like the Bucks coming off the bye. I thought Mike Evans could get going against this Lions defense. I thought the Bucks defense could hold them in check, and Bucks defense played all right, but really it was just the offense collapsed. You had some Baker, like old Baker, bad Baker, Mike Evans wide open, not getting him the ball.
I think the Lions are good too.
Some shitty turnovers. Yeah. And the Lions defense played much better than I thought.
I mean, Montgomery goes out. They just keep moving along. I think we have to maybe consider renaming Jared Goff Sucks Island.
Yeah, he's
good.
dominant. He's dominant ATS. It's crazy.
He's good, and you know the every week that passes with this happening, the more and more we have to at least entertain the idea that is Jared Goff the best quarterback in the conference?
Oh wow.
It's not a hot take for radio. You want to talk to Easy since we're talking?
Oh yes, Lions super fan. Sure, he's excited about that big victory in for Detroit on the road against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Joining us on the X line over at Gambling Podcast, Detroit Lions super fan Easy. What's happening, Easy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How's it going, man? Congrats to your Lions.
Yeah, appreciate it. So, yeah, I had a question. Y'all kind of beat me to it a little bit, but are y'all ready to sell the estate on Jared Goff Sucks Island yet?
Well, we own the fucking island, so I think, but renaming it, I think is, well, at least, I mean, maybe a shared ownership to start. Like we throw both names up there.
I'm going to turn it into a timeshare. I mean,
really,
much like Dogecoin, I'm just never going to sell, regardless of how rock bottom the prices have become.
Let's put a bench at least on there, like donated by Jared Goff
in living memory. Yeah, Goff played well. I think the thing I was most wrong about this Lions team, they keep surprising me, even on the road here. And what I thought was going to be a tougher spot is that Lions defense is really good. I underestimated what they did in the offseason because that defense looked pretty rough, even when they were winning games last year. And yeah, hats off to them. I don't know if it's scheme, I don't know if it's personnel, but and Hutchinson just continues to dominate. But yeah, hats off to the Lions. That was a nice win.
Yeah, the defense has definitely helped a lot. And I mean, this is with a couple of guys that are still out too. Like Gardner Johnson played one game.
No, yeah, that's kind of why I was fading him. Like losing him, I thought they would have holes in their safety.
Yeah, and Brian Branch is still out too, which I think if he comes back next week and can play through the full season, he does have a legit shot at Rookie of the Year still. But I mean, the defense is really what's holding everything together for the first time in my lifetime.
The only quarterbacks in the NFL with a better EPA per play than Jared Goff are Mahomes, Tua, Allen, and Purdy.
Look out.
So,
Ryan, if you had to guess Ravens Lions in Baltimore, what do you think the line is going to be set at?
Well, I would guess I would just say 3, but maybe it's 3.5.
Right now, I'm seeing -2.5, -115.
The other way.
Baltimore Ravens are the favorite there.
Interesting.
Well, we'll win by 10. So
I love it. Love the confidence. Thanks, Easy.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate y'all.
Let it ride. My other lock, Kramer, you were also riding with the Rams. -7 there, 26-9. I thought this would be a bit more of a high scoring affair, a little bit of a shootout, but division game. Cardinals were hanging around like they always do in the first half, and then game got away from them in the second half.
Cardinals are the best bad team we've seen in a long time. A long time. Everyone's spunky. Yeah. Everyone's trying hard. No one's quitting.
And they have moments where you're like, "Are they going to win this?" And then clearly they don't. You got to kind of adjust your expectations. But yeah.
Well, Sean, I have it in the other room, but do you know what the answer key says about next week's Survivor pick?
No.
Seattle hosting the Cardinals.
Well, not much to think about, Ryan.
I know. I'm just saying, like, we got to think about
it. D Bettis said he wants to call in. Maybe he can join over on X, aka our gambling podcast. Join the X line. Eagles lose a gross game to the Jets. Jets get it done 20-14. Oh man, this was a brutal loss. It was just a classic. Everything went wrong game. Lane Johnson got injured. Looks to be an ankle injury. Knock on wood. Nothing super serious, but I thought the defense played pretty well. The only touchdown they let up was at the end of the game when they intentionally let up a touchdown to Breece Hall to get the ball back there to try and win the game. It was, I mean, to me, the game just comes down to the turnover margin. You can't lose a game 0-4 in the turnover margin and win the game. And Dallas Goedert had a ball he should have caught that popped out, interception. DeAndre Swift had a fumble after a catch, lost that fumble. Jalen Hurts got lit up on the right side, interception. Then he had a really bad interception there at the end of the game. But they got the defense, while they did, I think, good job overall slowing down the Jets offense. You got to get a turnover at some point. They got pressure, they got stops. They just could not get a turnover. Felt like just kind of a classic everything went wrong game for the Eagles. They had kind of quote unquote been winning ugly. So hopefully for Eagles fans like myself, nice little wake up call here. AJ Brown still at a monster game, 7 for 131. I don't know why you just can't continue going to him. I do think they got away from the running game, although DeAndre Swift wasn't really getting much going.
Were they looking ahead to the Dolphins?
I don't know. I mean, it was just sloppy. I don't know what's going on that you would turn the ball over 4 times like that. They're usually pretty good turnover.
Seemed like everything was fine. And I mean, was there some sort of an adjustment made? Because, the game was tracking in a way where, okay, no big deal. They're going to get the cover here. They're trading touchdowns with field goals. And then it seemed like the Eagles offense was rendered useless, plus sprinkle in some turnovers.
Yeah. I mean, I thought they were still able to move the ball for the most part. To me, it was just the turnovers. It really was the turnovers. And yeah, some of that's luck, some of that's fluky stuff, but some of it's just mental focus, preparation, and wanting it more.
Do you take any blame for clowning the fact that you might get to face the 2 backup cornerbacks on the Jets?
No, I thought I mean, AJ Brown had 7 for 131. I think that's a good stat line and showed their ability to do stuff with the receivers. Devonta Smith was wide open a number of times. He had like 2 really bad drops, and Devonta Smith has good hands. So I don't know. What do you attribute that to? Just not mentally prepared.
Yeah, Bettis joining us now. Also, perhaps because he was uncorrelated in our pregame DFS show.
That's
lineup.
what did it.
That could have been what did it.
Bettis joining us on the line, fellow Eagles fan. Bettis, what do you make of that Eagles loss?
Do we know that Bettis is? It could be the time it takes to get from here to space and back.
He's new to the X line, so we'll give him some time to figure out how to unmute the mic.
I'm sure. Yeah, the chat's really gonna clown him. My favorite part of the chat is when Bettis announces himself.
Bettis in the house. Steffi Small saying, have the Eagles look dominant? I think they've controlled a bunch of games, and 5-1. They're them and the 49ers have the best record in the NFL. So
you know what she is right now? She's one of those guys at the party down south of the border, just shooting the bullets up in the air. Like, be careful. You just caught a stray, Sean. You just caught a stray. She's a couple farms over.
Yeah, it's still early, still playing themselves into form. I don't love what I've seen out of Brian Johnson, the offensive coordinator. As I said preseason, losing Shane Steichen, I did think would impact this team. Bettis, are you on the line? All right. While Bettis is maybe figuring out the X line, I'm going to talk about Underdog Fantasy. Hey, you still have a chance to get the 100% deposit bonus up to $500. Looking to get in on some Monday Night Football action. Ryan and I are going to give out our favorite picks for Monday night, and if you like some of them, you can get those numbers, maybe similar ones, over at Underdog Fantasy. Go 5 for 5. You can win 20x, or you can play the Scorchers. Fire up your entry, win up to 100x. So fun to just dare to dream and throw a couple pizza bets on the Scorchers. And if you play one of their featured plays, you automatically get entered into their $100,000 Sundays, where they announce Monday morning 10 different Underdog Fantasy users who each win 10 grand. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN, and we'll be giving out a Degen parlay here for the Monday night slate. Of course, that's brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Love the Hall of Fame Bets and their revolutionary parlay optimizer. This thing is just brilliant. It saves you so much legwork, literally, when you're breaking down the hit rates by leg, seeing your probabilities. It's just a great tool. Love the deep data button. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. Bettis, are you on the line? I heard some noise.
Yes.
All right. I heard you for a second.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sean?
We got you.
What's happening? What do you make of that Eagles loss?
Okay. This Eagles game, you're gonna hate me, Sean. I put 500 on the Jets because I knew something fishy was going to go down. I tried to bet the Cleveland game also, but DC Sportsbook allowed it.
Huh.
So you bet on the Jets.
That is a disgusting act.
Hey, I think the NFL is fixed.
Well, I mean,
I think the NFL. I've been telling my boy Easy for the past 3 weeks.
Well, Bettis, make sure to give us these fixed games in the pregame show. We could use this advice in the pregame show, not the postgame show.
This is unbelievable.
Do you have any fixed games for next week?
I talk about this on your on the NFL chat.
No, I know.
During the week.
I think his tinfoil hat's interfering with his signal.
It's creating some signal issues. Do you have any locks for Monday night, Bettis?
I hate the Cowboys, so I'm gonna go with the Chargers. But
All right.
But I think the Cowboys gonna pull it out anyway.
All right. So you got both sides covered. Hey, Bettis, appreciate it, man. Go Birds, even though you bet against them. All right.
All right.
All right. Take it easy, man.
I think we might have. I think we might have had one of those situations where maybe he was listening to the audio on YouTube.
Yeah, I think there was a little loop back going on.
What do you mean he's betting on the Jets, Sean?
I don't know.
What, is this normal behavior for the choir?
The choir. Oh, so you're jealous
base.
of our fight song again.
You guys go around singing and dancing.
Oh, what do you guys? What are you singing and dancing about?
This isn't me. This isn't about me versus you. It's
sure, it is.
It's just objective
it's
commentary
about.
We
are. I'm going to pull up the division
singing songs.
I'm going to pull up the division odds to feel, or the division standings.
That doesn't matter. I'm focused on giving out winners.
Fourth place, Giants 1-5. Commanders. Third place.
When's the last time you've offered our listeners a 10-1 or greater victory? Come on, Sean. It's been a couple weeks.
Some sweet first touchdown.
It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah,
let's get going.
So I'm in the lab.
Let's get focused. All right, let's get focused. That's what I'm doing. The Giants sucking only helps me craft better long shot.
Oh, because you're out as a fan.
No,
you're not even upset. That's
what
how
do you
bad
mean? I'm not
got.
upset.
Did you enjoy my tweet about Caleb Williams looking like a Giants quarterback?
No, you say all these things. You don't focus on the positive. You put negative energy in the.
Positive was Notre Dame was my lock for the college football show.
But all your shit talking, and you lose to fucking Zach Wilson the week after you're smitten with Zach Wilson. That's what you. That's what's happened here. This loss is on you.
Oh, okay. So now it's okay. Now I'm a part of the team when we lose. But I've
never said you're not part of the team.
Right? Do you realize?
I've always been pro. You're on the team.
Okay.
That's why you're accountable for this one.
Do you realize from the college show we went a combined 6-0 on our locks with Colby, and then the NFL show 4-0 on.
Yeah,
our
I'm
locks.
looking at my I'm looking at my account right now. It's very glorious.
Oh my God.
And I'm thinking about what I'm going to be collecting out in Vegas. And then I'm thinking about what I would be collecting out in Vegas if not for the nut kick fucking. Here's the crazy thing, Sean.
Yeah.
So I've been parlaying the locks all year. We've been out in Vegas all season long. I either get both locks right or I lose both locks. So the parlay strategy is paying off nicely. It's
either hot or cold.
I'll say that. I mean, there is nothing fucking cooler than getting on the plane to Vegas knowing I'm about to collect way more money than I need to make for the bets this week. That's the best feeling in the world. Maybe I'll dump some into the NFL slot machine. Did we talk about the NFL slot machine?
No, we did not, Ryan.
Oh my goodness.
We did not talk about the NFL slot machine.
Do we save it for Wednesday?
The slot. How's the slot?
No, we can tell the story.
Right.
So yes, right before the VSiN show, I was hanging out at the Circa there. I had $20, and it's
worth noting, like we have a small window to get into the studio because of the way the breaks work.
Literally like a 2-minute window. It's like 8:45, 8:40. The show starts right at 9. But I got
no, Sean. We were gonna go in a window early.
Yeah,
we got there to go in a window early. You sit down. You're like, I'm just gonna play a couple spins.
YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast to see the video that I tweeted out. So I put in $20. I hit one $3 spin, and I just keep getting free spin after free spin after free spin, and I just keep fucking winning. It's so awesome. All the NFL slot machine, and I'm probably biased because I won a shit ton of money, but it is so fun because every time you win, they're playing like looping highlights, Boston Scott touchdown, Darius Slay interception.
They did have a Boston Scott touchdown highlight that wasn't against the Giants.
Yes,
so that I did appreciate that,
and it was just great. But the issue was I just kept getting more and more free spins, and we had to go in and do the show. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm not going to just walk away from a machine that's red hot that keeps giving me free spins.
You can see the timestamp of when I posted this video is 11:38, Sean.
Yeah.
So and you effectively then ran it all the way up against our deadline, which would have been 9.
Yeah, midnight East.
8, yeah, so 11. It would have been 11:55. So you then went for another 18 minutes or 17 minutes.
Yeah, it was. Oh
shit!
I hit one spin and it turned into 70 spins because I kept getting free spin after free spin.
I've watched a lot of people gambling. I've seen Dick Olson hit slot wins. I've seen Dick Olson hit
the slot. How's the slot?
Video poker wins. never have I seen a slot machine prevent you from leaving.
I was trying to leave. I wanted to go. I ended up cashing out $1,000 off that $3 initial one spin. It was bonkers. So
we did have the discussion. Had Sean gone max enter, which would have been a 6x win, would he have? Would the same
the machine would have known? The machine would have known.
Well,
I wouldn't have gotten all.
I
those
assume the
spins.
chat would agree with us that. I think the machine would know, and it wouldn't have been so. I mean, I've never seen it. 70 spins off one spin on a slot machine, and you won all that money.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
It was bonkers.
It wasn't just like one big win. It was fucking 7 and constantly. Trust me, I played the game for a little bit. You didn't constantly get the bonuses like this. He's constantly getting these fucking quadruple.
Ryan was so mad because he went and played as the Giants, and I'm like, oh, see, you should have picked the Eagles because you get the NFL slot machine's cool. You get to pick your own NFL team. Part of me goes, I'm gonna take this 1,000 and put it on the Eagles. Thank God I didn't. I took it home, but I was kind of bleary-eyed on the flight back from Vegas, as we often are. On the flight back, I'm taking my truck out of the parking lot at the airport, and I go to pay the parking, and I go, fuck, where's my wallet? And of course there's like 3 people behind me. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have my wallet. Check my bag, check my pockets. First off, having to reverse out when there's 3 people behind you and you're just like, hey, sorry. Yeah, I don't have a wallet. Don't know where my wallet is. I sprint back to the counter and the Southwest lady is there. And I go, oh my,
Wait, did you go back through security?
No.
Whoa.
They won't let you back through security if you don't have a boarding pass.
So you just busted through.
No. So I went up to the gate counter lady and I'm like, my wallet. It's on there. And of course it has all the cash that I just won from the slot machine. I'm like, I really need that wallet. And she's like, okay, I'll call the gate person, taking her sweet ass time. Yeah. And it's just torture because I'm just sitting waiting there. I'm telling them where the wallet is. I go, I know what seat I'm in. Can you just go please find my wallet? They're like, yes, sir. We need to board. We're working on it. I'm like, can someone, and there's 6 people, and then they start hanging up fucking Halloween decorations at the Southwest Terminal. I'm like, guys, can someone walk? I go, can I walk to the plane and you walk with me? It'll take me 2 seconds. I know where the wallet is.
Sir.
Sir, they'll call us when they find the wallet, but they're not looking for the wallet. And she kept like, why don't you just stand outside and you're not bringing me my wallet. I need my wallet.
You should have.
And then finally one lady goes, after she was done hanging up a spider, goes, hey, I could just go get the wallet. I'm like, great fucking idea. You got upper management written all over you. How are you not the president of Southwest with that fast thinking? Yeah, there's 6 of you motherfuckers. I like
you
Southwest.
You should have just explained.
And the lady went and got me my wallet. Oh. All my cash was in there. I tried to big time her. I was like, hey, here's something for you. I tried to
What'd
tip
you
her.
try to tip her? How much?
Guess. What do you think you tip on that?
Well, she retrieved I would have just let her know about the slot win. They would have been like, oh, we
the slot.
So, I mean, you got, there's $1,000 in the wallet at least. Yeah, $20.
I tried to give her $60.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at you.
She wouldn't have it.
Would she show up to your house and set up and make tacos for 6 hours?
No, that you tip $400.
So speaking
on a $300 order.
Speaking of random old ass references, Dean Hogue, shout out to Dean showing up in the mentions. To me, getting kicked in the nuts with it, just make sure there's lines on the lines are on the vacuum lines are visible or something like that. Making a random reference to something I must have said on the show years ago about the your
wife runs a tight ship with the men.
She likes the vacuum lines on the couch when the cleaning ladies are over. So yeah, I anyway, well, off on the tangent.
But that was a wild ride, and it almost felt like I won another $1,000.
Oh, that's great because it was still in there.
Yeah, it was all in there.
In your head, what was the odds that the cash was going to be missing?
Well, it was one of those things. I know once the Southwest people touch it, you're good. And it wasn't like I left it.
We were in the back of the plane.
Yeah. It would be one thing if it was like left. I knew it was in that seat cushion because I'd taken it out. I put my phone in there and then I forgot to pull it back out. So I was optimistic that the cash would be there. Now, if I would have just like dropped it on the floor of the Circa, fucking that thing would be back in the NFL slot machine. As soon as you could.
What would you have done if the Southwest lady walking back, she opens up the wallet, just pulls out a couple hundreds and hands you the wallet, like it just didn't say anything about it?
If she did that,
yeah,
I go, give me my money, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's my money.
You wouldn't.
But I would have. I tried to tip her, but you can't just take.
But
my
if
money.
she took her finder's fee, 20%.
If I saw her take
that seems fair. That seems
if
like
I
a fair
saw
finder's
her,
fee.
if I saw her take it, I'd go, yo, I was probably gonna try and tip you that. You don't need to steal my money.
But you only tipped her 60.
I tried
it's
to
way
tip her
less
60.
than 20% on the finder's standard finder's fee.
6%. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that would have been a funnier story. She just fucking snagged out a finder's fee.
But overall, Southwest I do like. So, all right, Ryan.
So that was just for those ladies who are setting up decorations. They do like their fucking decorations at the Burbank Airport.
I'm sitting there and it's just torture. I'm just staring at this chick, and she's just.
It is.
Oh, hey, no, put the ghost over there. Like, can you just call him again? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like at some point, people who are supposed to at least work hard realize that it doesn't matter if they work hard or not.
Yeah.
And that's a sweat.
What's a sweat?
Worst sweat, that or the fucking Patriots today. At least you didn't lose.
Well, I didn't see that Patriots coming. It was such a surprise. Like the idea that he would get safety there. In my head, I was worried about him throwing a pick six or something like that. But once they got the ball back,
that's all I was worried
once they
about.
got the ball back, I was like, okay, we're good. They're probably not going to win the game. You know, maybe they'll bleed the clock out. The idea he would get safety there did not cross my mind. Even after he got safety, and I go, wait, they're still going to cover, right? And
no, I was doing the math.
Game was
like,
over.
Oh my God,
I was like, what the fuck happened?
It's like that moment where you're like, oh my God, how did this fucking 1% outcome occur?
Easy and D Bettis are talking about selling tinfoil hats in the SGPN store. We'll look into that, guys.
Yeah, Jake will be on it.
All right, for me, first prop I like Justin Herbert over 11.5 rushing yards. He seems to be scampering around a bunch. He's gone 11 or over in I think 3 out of the 4 games. In 4 games, he has 55 rushing yards. Cowboys have allowed 140 rush yards to the quarterback. It's Monday night. It's a big game. I think he gets loose here a couple times. Getting to 12 yards isn't that crazy for Herbert. So yeah, give me over 11.5 rushing yards.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I jotted that one down and I was like, I bet you. I mean, we watch games with Decker every week and he celebrates Herbert rushing yards because he has the season rushing over future. And anytime Justin Herbert runs the ball, he gets up, he celebrates. He reminds everyone that he has the over 300 and whatever yards.
Oh yeah, he has the season long. Maybe so that's why it's planted in my head.
Yeah, we're programmed to take the Justin Herbert over. So maybe as the show goes, I'll find something different. But I'll start with a Cowboy prop, Sean.
Okay, what do you got?
Well, I you heard a lot about it this week. Mike McCarthy, he went into the lab. He locked himself away from his family, away from the he was spending all that time in the facility. What's he going to come to the conclusion? We need to run the ball more.
Yeah.
You look at the games that are not blowouts on the Cowboys schedule which by the way, they've played 5 games. They've basically been in nothing but blowouts.
Yeah, it's weird.
Three of the games were just complete blowouts. The other 2 against the Jets, which you could almost label that a blowout, and then the Cardinal game, which they lost. 25 attempts for Pollard and 23 attempts for Pollard. So Tony Pollard to go over his 16.5 rushing attempts in a game that I don't think it's going to be a blowout against the Brandon Staley defense that wants you to run the ball. This strikes me as a game where we could just see a massive Tony Pollard game in general. And then you sprinkle in McCarthy locked himself in a room for a while. And again, like I said, in the 2 games that weren't blowouts, he received 48 carries total for 194 yards. So not even that efficient. I think he will be much more efficient against the Chargers defense. So Tony Pollard higher than 16.5 rushing attempts.
Yeah, for me, I'm looking at the Jake Ferguson under 3.5 receptions. He's gone over this 2 out of the 5 games. To your point though, Ryan, I think Mike McCarthy is going to go back to basics, and it's going to be Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb. Like they're big ticket guys. I don't think he's going to be in the lab going, we got to get Jake Ferguson going. It just doesn't seem like something he's going to do. I mean,
problem is Dak loves that tight end. No, loves a good tight end.
I think 4 catches is a lot. Also, as much as I'm optimistic about the Chargers getting a win here, because Dallas sucks.
Yeah,
there's just so many other ways to attack the Chargers. I think Jake Ferguson's going to get lost in the shuffle. So this is 2 angles. One, I don't think the Cowboys are going to put up a ton of points. If they do, it's not going to be Jake Ferguson related. So yeah, give me the under on 3.5 catches.
Yeah. Fade the Cowboy. Yeah, Dak does love the tight end. I think that's part of the problem is Dak doesn't always do what the coach wants him to do. All right, let's pop over same position.
Oh, Ryan, I have to. I would like your opinion.
Oh, okay.
Because I was getting yelled at in the on X for not knowing ball.
Oh, well, all right.
Were you upset at Brian Dable the fact that Tyrod Taylor handed the ball off to Saquon Barkley? For me, that's a coaching issue.
Yeah. Already that was part of my rant earlier.
Because everyone said to me, "Oh no, that's Tyrod deciding to audible himself and blah blah blah." I'm like,
no, it's when in moment
dude, you can't give him an audible option.
Most of the people chirping at you on X probably aren't championship level coaches, so I'll address this as a championship winning coach. I think at whatever level of coaching, and honestly, like if you have kids that are in youth sports and they're competitive, what you'll notice is there is this lack of attention to the basics, and it's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. And the most basic thing you can do is have your team prepared for the moments
situational.
Well, specifically for the moments when thinking might be chaotic. And that's why I think teams practice the 2-minute every day. I think you run.
I'm thinking of Kirk Cousins when he rushed up and
he kneeled
and threw that
interception.
Oh yeah, kneeling in instead of spiking it. That
or
was
Dak when he decided to scramble and get tackled, or maybe the Zeke random fake punt play. There's so many highlights we could talk about, but I think when you're not prepared in the key moment, and right there, like the idea that no one said in Tyrod's ear at any point there, we have no timeouts.
You can't run it here.
Tyrod fucked up. Not a good look for Tyrod.
Yeah,
he should be way more aware.
But ultimately, it's the coach.
But he doesn't. There's nothing on the field that I'm aware of that has the 3 little dash marks that we can all see on the screen with how many timeouts are left. I'm gonna guess that there's got to be some sort of process where there's a little bit of a reminder there.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the situation. We got 40 seconds. We got 1 timeout. Here's what we want to do.
We can't run it.
So yeah, again. Much like the curious personnel decisions, I would say, or the inconsistent decisions, I would say that would, and I would even go further to say it's very inconsistent from what we've seen in the past. And so, yeah, I'd like to make sure I'd like that to be addressed by the beat reporters this week at the press conferences. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
What's your next prop?
Yeah. So same position. Let's head over to the Chargers. Austin Eckler effectively played 1 game this season and he dominated. So we're just going to play his overs. It's chalky, but his total yards receiving and rushing 85.5 higher. He had 117 rushing yards, 47 receiving yards in the first week against Miami.
Bonkers.
I don't. And I think we've discussed it. He changes that team so much. I think we're going to see him just get right back to it. And what happened last week? Like why were the Niners able to kind of control that game? Well, I think they were able to manhandle and do whatever they want. So if they're able to do the same thing, good luck.
Ryan, in our high stakes,
good luck, Cowboys.
In our high stakes fantasy league, which I know everyone's interested in.
Yep.
We're up 101.62 to 72.64. The guy we're playing only has Austin Eckler. Will we get the W?
It's going to be close.
It's according to
the projection
Yahoo
probably has us winning like 65% of the time.
73%. But he's going to need 30 points to beat us.
It's a PPR league.
Yeah.
I think it's one of these things where if he only scores 2 touchdowns, we're probably safe.
Yeah. I guess it depends on how many catches.
And so the 3 touchdown prop is 10-1. So if you start there, then maybe 70. I would have said just spitballing it like 65%, but maybe it should be closer to 91%.
For me, my next prop, Rain Prescott under 1.5 passing touchdowns. My model's showing Dak sucks. He's only has 5 passing touchdowns in 5 games. I'm doing the math there. That's one.
Hold on. Carry the 4.
I'm doing the math here. That's 1 per game. He's only thrown. Now, some of that was they were up really big, but he's only thrown 2 touchdowns. How many games, Ryan?
Once.
Yes. So to me, I like the under 2 here for sure. They seem to like to pound it when they do get near the goal line. He isn't. I mean, you look at his passing yards. He hasn't thrown 261's the highest he's thrown for all season. Granted, it is the Chargers defense, which is a little scary, but yeah, give me under 1.5 passing touchdowns.
So this was just a fun nugget. I didn't end up playing the stat or the angle, but Khalil Mack, how many his sack props at a half?
I saw that.
How many games does he have a sack?
I looked it up.
He has 6. Oh, you're right. So he has 6 sacks on the season. He has 1 game with a sack. All 6
came against the Raiders, right?
Yeah,
and they lost. They won that game, but barely. They tried to lose it.
That's almost impossible, right?
I couldn't tell if that means he's due to get 1 sack or 0. I looked at that prop for a while. I eventually stayed away.
Well, I would say it probably means he's due to get nothing. Although, boy, do I like him to get his. You know what? Let's just play it.
Okay.
I like his average. So this is when you're watching another show and you hear the person say, "Well, he's averaged over a sack a game on the season. We're getting some value here. Hire a half sack for Khalil Mack. He has looked good. Again, watching games with Decker, I was surprised to find out,
and he's coming off the bye. So old guys like that.
I was surprised to hear or see he only had those 6 sacks because it felt like we've heard a lot of positive Khalil Mack stuff in the when watching God's Eye on Sundays with Decker.
He's been getting pressures.
So I'll throw Khalil because we had the same Herbert one. So I've already given out 3, but I'll sprinkle in that as the 4th Khalil Mack.
Okay, everyone's favorite, the first touchdown bets for me. This is easy. I'm just giving out 3 Chargers. First Charger, Donald Parham, 22-1. Are you kidding me? 5 red zone targets. He's gotten 3 touchdowns out of 5 red zone targets. Insanely efficient. He is their guy in the red zone. Justin Herbert is 22-1 for the first touchdown, in spite of the fact he has 3 rushing touchdowns. So I mean,
2 last week.
Yeah.
Before the bye.
3 rushing touchdowns in 4 games. He likes scrambling near the goal line. He's also a QB sneak guy. Shout out the QB sneak club. Last but not least, I'm shooting for the moon here. Trey McKitty, 65-1.
Oh, I like that, Sean. Well done.
It's a little kitty sound effect. This kitty though has claws. Now, a amateur may look at Trey McKitty and go, "Sean, he hasn't caught a ball this season." Well, that's why he is 65-1. A guy with 0 career touchdowns. He does have 16 career touchdowns, but let's take a look. Let's dive a little deeper here. Why is Sean playing Trey McKitty? As we know, as first touchdown specialists, one of the things you like to look at is their percentage of offensive snaps. Are they building a bigger role on the team? 7%, 7%, 15, 35%. So his role is clearly increasing with the team. They're not putting him out there just because he looks pretty. I like the odds here. 65-1. Let's go, Kramer.
I love the Parham angle. Love the Herbert angle. I did that immediately popped. I mean, I'll pull back the curtain for a second. So part of what the quarterback rushing system is you just give me how many rushing touchdowns you have over the last 2 seasons. Sort that bad boy with the highest at the top. and give me the top 12 guys, maybe the top 15. Have you been scoring touchdowns? So the fact that Herbert has 3 and they're pricing him here makes me think this is a mistake. John, I think this is a classic mistake. The Herbert first touchdown will close closer to 14-1. That's my prediction.
Yeah, that's why you gotta listen to the show live, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Smash that subscribe button.
So I'm gonna do something a little different. Normally, I like to chop my unit up 4 ways.
I don't chop my unit.
You did. You just chopped a unit.
Did I?
You chop units you've adopted my unit chopping style. And
I like to keep my units safe, Ryan.
Oh, well, we want to spread it around so we have more opportunities for success and deep penetration. So I'm not playing 4. This is rare for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing the 4-way split.
I like doing 3 every once in a while, especially if it's a team I hate, like the Cowboys.
If I was gonna do, and the reason I'm not is because the model actually spit out something I've never seen before. It said take the running backs.
What?
Austin Eckler, Tony Pollard, both 5-1. Typically, I'd be shooting for an average of like 20-1 4 ways. So that's 5-1. We're dipping that halfway. We're dipping the price a little down here. I'm not proud of it, but the system said Austin Eckler, Tony Pollard, first touchdowns.
Wow, I don't like
5-1 each.
I don't like that.
Of course you don't. But sometimes the system does something that you're not ready for, and you have to adapt.
Okay.
Sometimes the world throws you a curveball. Right?
It's true.
All right. So you got to catch that motherfucker. Don't let that ball back to the backstop. That's all I got.
Just 2.
I'm playing 2 only, chopping the unit up half each. So we got a cumulative plus 250 bet when we win.
Okay. All right.
Feel that
bold
confidence
play,
there?
Ryan. Bold.
Austin Eckler. I consider just going single shot on Austin Eckler. I'm going to be pissed if he ends up getting it.
Well, I almost feel like doing that with Christian McCaffrey because it's just bonkers. His
similar pricing.
Yeah.
#Degens only.
Time for the Degens only parlay. I mean, to me, this is fairly simple. Our boy, the one and only DP, Donald Parham, 2 touchdowns, Chargers money line 50-1. Book it.
Say that. That's it. All right.
What do you mean that's it?
Well, I'm gonna have to do that too. Just want to write it down.
Or you can just go Parham. Parham 2 touchdowns. Parham 2 touchdowns is 40-1. I'm putting it with Chargers money line, which is dangerous, but getting it up to 50-1.
I didn't even think to do it. All right. So I didn't even think to put in a team, a winner in my same game.
Really?
I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna give it out, but then I'm gonna add a version with a little longer with the money. All right. So again, this you look at these matchups, and while you might get tricked into thinking, this is a good matchup for the tight end, and maybe Keenan Allen has a nice matchup. Maybe all the receivers for the Cowboys have a great matchup, but between the extra prep that McCarthy put in by locking himself in his office, and
he's dialed in, Ryan,
and the extra prep that Staley has put in coming off the bye, I fully expect both of these teams to be peak rushing euphoria.
Ooh,
Austin Eckler, 100 rush yards.
Okay.
And a touchdown. Tony Pollard, 100 rushing yards and a touchdown, 25-1.
Oh, wow. You're really going all RBs here, Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, just, and if you wanted to add in Chargers money line in there, it would juice it up to 50-1.
Are you going to?
I'm considering splitting up my unit.
Slice that unit.
Dropping a couple slices. Normally I'd only get 1 slice for Monday night. Maybe I get, Sean, the Degens parlay are up right now. Last week,
you're gonna go to Little Caesars. You get 8 slices.
Well, last week, if you recall that beautiful Niners same gainer with that featured a Jordan Mason second half touchdown. I mean, that is just the creativity. I'm not hearing any other shows giving out second half fucking touchdowns, touchdown, Sean.
No.
What do you then? Yeah, watch your Chargers money lines all the way down to 105, huh?
It's all that sharp action, Ryan. We're moving numbers here.
Maybe they realize the Cowboy fans aren't coming to LA to watch the game.
Yeah.
That's what Decker was saying. Early reports.
Hey, we'll be back after the Monday night game. Recap Monday night, and of course, our college football picks. Sign up for the Second Chance Survivor and tell a friend. $3,000 completely free to enter. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. You will not regret it.
Yeah, maybe Sean, if we get to a big enough number, there'll be a bonus prize if they outlast us.
All right, I like that.
We'll see if it gets. If we have to think of a number, it probably isn't big enough. So let's not get there. Let's just
I
make
feel like you guys
big.
are dogging it. I mean, we don't have to give out free money. I'll talk to Corey. I'll say, hey,
you want to split it, Sean?
We'll just appreciate it. Yeah, I can put I'll put the $3K in the NFL slot machine. Just not talk to the audience. If you guys aren't going to want to appreciate this once in a lifetime opportunity,
it's doing some basics. You said $3 into 1,000.
Yeah, so a lot of spins.
So then if you put $3K, that's $1 million. Did I do that math right? I think I did. So yeah, I mean, why would we give it to you if we could turn it into $1 million? Sean?
Yeah, cancel the Survivor. Do not go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. The link will be gone, as will the money.
I'll let all of this out.
All right.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Oh, what a week, Sean. What a week.
Kramer, let it ride.